whenever you're editing this in the intro, put some big fake tits right here to really get the algorithm's attention. Try that out here. If you're anything like me, you might have been recently disgusted, visually assaulted by these Liberty Bibberty commercials. And I know out of all the things going on in the world right now,
Good job, boys. Fucking the Taliban right in the ass.
Russia's capital today.
Got any relationship with your brother? I mean,
What's that? What's a father?
out of all the horrors in the world right now, this is what I'm focusing my energy on. The most atrocious thing is that Liberty Mutual is forcing these memes and mascots on us. They're the ones truly sitting alone at the lunch table. You know, Geico's got the gecko. Progressive's got that long-armed girl. State Farm, they got Jake, and that came naturally. I think people laughed at Jake from State Farm 15 years ago. Every insurance company under God's green earth is trying to chase that same clout that Jake from State Farm did. What I think so egregious about these Liberty Mutual commercials is that they're creating their own memes. And here, let me break it down for you a little bit. I think the most atrocious example is the recent Liberty Bibberty. So they have a commercial from 2019 where they have a fake actor standing in front of the Statue of Liberty. You know, just like how most of their old commercials used to be. It would just be doing stuff in front of the Statue of Liberty. And in this one, you had like a fake actor kind of like going through his lines or whatever. And in the middle of his bad takes, he says, Liberty Bibberty.
Liberty? Am I allowed to riff? What if I come out of the water? Liberty Bibberty.
Cut.
That's it. That's the origin of this Liberty Bibberty meme. And the weirdest thing is that when you ask the internet, not even like AI, when you ask the internet, you will get this explanation how this all snowballed from that one bit, from that viral commercial. You would just think by this point some corporations would have figured out that they need to quit trying to be memes and social media influencers and just sell us a product, because at the end of the day, you're an insurance company. Like, I don't need you over here trying to make me laugh. You know, I don't need you throwing ass in the screen. Only a millennial would just think the name Doug is funny. You know, because I've never once even thought about that. I didn't even know that they were trying to have a punchline with that. I thought that they were just like, well, he has to have a name. And then that on top of the Limu Emu, and then you put them together. It's almost disrespectful how stupid these companies think we are. Like, honestly, like, I don't, like, it's not horrible, but it is really like stupid. It's just so stupid. And it's so forced. Like right now, I'm asking AI about Liberty Bibberty and its origins, and it says, why did it become a meme? The phrase is funny largely because it makes absolutely no sense. It never became a meme. It's not even funny. People started using the phrase, GIFs, memes, and parody versions of the commercial. It became one of those advertising jokes that escaped the commercial itself and became internet slang. I cannot name you one example ever where I've heard somebody go, Liberty Bibberty, you remember from the commercial. It says the original commercial was successful enough that Liberty Mutual eventually started making more ads around the character. Good lord, this is so dumb. And then it says, and then they made Bibberty into a real character. And what really upsets me is that looking into this is a Jim Henson's Creature Shop puppet. And truth be told, I really had this idea because I was like, I wonder, because capitalism, I was like, I wonder if they sell little plushies of Liberty Bibberty, the little thing, because I had an idea of me brutally murdering it in a sketch. And that's when I found out that it was a Jim Henson's puppet. I was like, dude, did they phone it home on this? It's a yellow fuzzy basketball. And not to mention, it's disturbing as hell. It looks like those talking Christmas trees from back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? My heart's fucking beating right now. This thing used to scare the crap out of me as a kid. I remember it was one of those things too, to where I don't think it was motion activated. I think you had to hit a button, and just curiosity would scare me enough. And the thing is too, when it stops moving, you can't even like see the face per se. Horrifying. Anyways, yeah. It's giving Douglas fir energy. Liberty Mutual describes Bibberty as the embodiment of the warm, fuzzy feeling you get from having good insurance at a good price. These companies think that the world revolves around every single one of them. I swear, from Mimi's, a bodega down the street to Liberty Mutual. I feel like whoever owns a business doesn't realize people just want a fucking piece of food or just want some fucking insurance. They don't need a buddy. They don't need to be entertained. They don't need to be coddled. They don't need Jim Henson making puppets for your stupid ass made up memes. And then look, why would Liberty Mutual do this? It's actually pretty clever advertising. Liberty Mutual already has a recognizable advertising universe. This is what I mean. They say that they have a recognizable advertising universe. They've made all of these up themselves, which is fair enough. I'm not saying a company can't have a mascot, a head advertising guy, a familiar face. But look, they got Limu Emu, Doug, the Statue of Liberty, the Liberty Bibberty guy, and then now Bibberty. Oh, so they're just calling it Bibberty? I thought so his proper name isn't Liberty Bibberty. I thought this was Mr. Liberty. So it's Mr. Bibberty. Anyways, people already remember this. Let's turn this into a character. Good lord. Why does Bibberty look so weird? Because he's intentionally designed to be an anthropomorphic fuzzy creature rather than a human mascot. It's not like a disgusting creature. I might have said that. But it's just so unflattering. It's weird. At least an emu's a thing. Doug's a person. I get it. A Geico's a gecko. It makes sense. We're not over here making up anthropomorphic figures. If anything, bring back Grimace then. Good lord. Like, I would much rather see Grimace trying to sell me McNuggets behind the McDonald's than Bibberty. You know what I mean? Not to mention, Grimace would curb stomp Bibberty. It seems like Liberty Mutual used AI for this idea, because ChatGPT is giving me every little reason why this should work, but I just think this is atrocious. Liberty Mutual has essentially turned a mistake into a commercial into intellectual property. Bro, people say AI is going to take over the world. This is how it's remembering the line of events. Actor screws up a line. No, a hired fake actor got paid to pretend to screw up a line. Internet memes it. They didn't. It got, I don't know what information this is getting. It didn't, because I feel like the average Joe is going to see the little paid actor thing at the bottom of the commercial. And even if it wasn't a paid actor, like I'm saying, a guy saying Liberty Bibberty, crickets. I don't get it. Liberty Mutual realizes people remember it. Did we though? Because I didn't even know this. I'm sure 9 out of 10 people have no idea where Liberty Bibberty came from. It just appeared one day. They didn't have an example. They didn't tell me anything about it. And again, why are you having to explain your mascots to me? You sell insurance badly. How am I supposed to remember a meme that you're gaslighting me into knowing from 2019? You know how much shit people have gone through since 2019? You really think they're reminiscing about the Liberty Bibberty guy for literally a 1-second gag in one of your commercials?
Liberty Bibberty.
Cut!
There's an unusually successful example of a throwaway advertising joke becoming a brand character. No, there's not. There's like 2 examples, and then every company and their dead grandma tried to do the same. Makes me want to blow my Bibbity smooth off. Yeah, it really feels like this is what happens when a bunch of old white people get in the boardroom and hear, we need a viral idea. As dumb as it may be, yeah. Appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to follow me on anything and everything at EXX47. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I appreciate it.